There's something dark on the horizon tonight, and I'm here to guide you safely toward the light. Hello to everyone listening, I'm Winston Barnes, and this is Across All Galaxies. It's 11:46 p.m. here in our studio, nestled in the heart of the Rockies, and we're going to take a moment to look at the news headlines. A massive cold front moving across the Midwest has brought with it gusty winds and heavy showers expected for the next 3 days. Good weather to curl up with a good book. Near Cleveland, there are reports that with this wet weather has come strange sightings on Lake Erie of men with amphibious features and gray skin-like seals emerging from the watery depths. Mass sightings of an unidentified flying object over Krasnoyarsk in central Russia has left people in a panic. The dome-shaped object was seen zipping around over a bowling alley in the city's west end. And a 7-year-old boy who went missing 2 weeks ago emerged from the brush unscathed outside Consuegra, Spain yesterday. Authorities say the boy can't account for his whereabouts and seems totally fine, except that his eye color has changed from deep brown to a bright clear green. With us in the studio today, we have a good friend of the show, Dr. Wally Schreiber. Dr. Schreiber is a pediatrician and world-renowned vampire expert. Welcome once again, old friend.
Thank you very much, Winston. It's a pleasure to be here.
Since we last spoke, you've been busy traveling the world and researching your new book, In the Bones. That seems a little different than your previous work. Can you tell us a little more about it, Doctor?
I'd be delighted to, Winston. Many of your readers are aware of the classic idea of vampires, those blood-sucking ghouls who turn into bats, etc. They may even be aware of other types of vampires, psychic vampires who drain one's energy.
I know I've had a couple of those in my life.
But for In the Bones, I've been deeply researching a little-known type of vampire, the elemental vampire. They feed off of elements, specific elements. Generally, they are lacking these elements, and so they need to find a source. These sources could be in nature or in animals, such as the human animal.
What kinds of elements are we looking at here?
Well, the most common elemental vampire is deprived of calcium.
Calcium?
Yes, like vampires who hunt for blood, these might hunt humans similarly, but rather than biting the neck, they are after the bones. They want marrow. They snap the bone and drink it in.
That's horrifying. But how is it that we haven't heard more of these calcium vampires?
Well, unlike blood, it's a little easier to find calcium in the natural world. Attacks on humans or animals are rare. You see, most vampires don't want to be monsters. They just want to fit in. They want to be like a human, like you or me. They just have an uncontrollable craving for that on which they feed. In this case, most calcium vampires can survive off a few glasses of milk a day, or a good amount of cheese, some leafy greens. A very desperate one is more likely to sneak out to a farm, find a cow with some nice big udders, and milk it. It's not as sexy and mysterious as a blood vampire, but hey, they're out there. People need to know.
Thank you, Dr. Schreiber, for that. We'll be right back with more Across All Galaxies.